Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about breaking down the big, complex stuff into things you can actually use. And today, we're diving into a hidden crisis, a multi-million-dollar problem that's bubbling just under the surface of this whole enterprise AI explosion. So let's set the scene. It's the 2026 India AI Impact Summit in Delhi. You can just feel the energy in the room, right? Everyone's talking about this massive $100 billion future. You've got world leaders, tech giants all up on stage painting this incredible picture of what AI is going to do for us. Okay, but while all that's happening somewhere else, far from the cameras, a total disaster is quietly unfolding inside a major Indian bank. A single, simple AI mistake is costing them a staggering 47 crore rupees. That's more than 5.5 million US dollars. Just gone because of misclassified risk. And look, I want to be crystal clear about this. This isn't some far-off what-if scenario. This is what's happening right now with enterprise AI in India. It's like this hidden wound that's just bleeding cash, and nobody on the big stage is even talking about it. So that's the gap we're going to tackle in this explainer. The huge difference between what you see at these big AI summits and the messy, expensive, and honestly super frustrating reality for the companies that are actually trying to make this stuff work. I mean, look who's on stage. You've got the heavy hitters, Modi, Macron, Sam Altman, Sundar Pichai. And what are they talking about? Geopolitics, sovereignty, regulation, big picture stuff. How India can become this AI ideas economy. It's all very high level, you know? The 30,000-foot view. But with all that high-level talk, there was one absolutely crucial question that nobody on that stage was asking. And it's the one question that will decide if this whole $100 billion dream actually happens, or if it all just crashes and burns. So what is this ghost in the machine? What's the problem? Well, it's not the code. It's not the fancy algorithms. It all comes down to something much simpler: language. The AI it doesn't speak the same language as your business. Let's get really specific here. We'll go back to that bank. They asked their AI what seems like a super simple question, right? What is a premium customer? And the answer they got, well, it blew the doors off of a massive, deep-seated problem. So you go ask the business team, the people who actually deal with customers. Their answer is totally logical. Oh, a premium customer? That's someone who's been with us for more than 3 years and has over 10 lakh rupees in their portfolio. Makes perfect sense. Okay, but then you walk over to the data team. And for them, a premium customer isn't about logic. It's about a label. They just look at the CRM system and see if the customer underscore tier is marked gold or platinum. A completely different language. And then it gets even worse. You dig into the old school database, the one from like 2009, and it's a whole other world. There, a premium customer is just a cryptic code. Cust underscore cat underscore code is either 3, 7, or 11. Why those numbers? Who knows? The person who set it up probably left the company a decade ago. So what happens? You get total semantic chaos. The AI is asked a simple question, but it's trying to speak 3 different conflicting languages at the same time. The result? It gets the answer wrong 40% of the time. And here's the kicker. You can't prompt engineer your way out of this mess. It's a fundamental problem. So what's the fix? Is it a better AI model? More data? Nope. The solution, the hero of this story, is something way more basic. It's creating a shared language, a master decoder ring for your entire business. And the official term for this is an ontology. Now, don't get thrown by the fancy word. An ontology is really just a formal agreement. Think of it like a restaurant menu. It tells you exactly what a Caesar salad is, what ingredients are in it, how it's made. It's a contract that the customer, the waiter, and the chef all understand and agree on. Without that menu, without that shared language, you just get chaos in the kitchen. This is what it does. It basically maps out the DNA of your business for the machine. It defines the key concepts, like customer or policy. It explains how they're related. A customer has a policy. And it lays down the rules, like the exact logic for what makes a customer premium. It becomes that single source of truth we've been talking about. And check out the difference it makes. This is from a real Indian insurance company. Before they had an ontology, their AI's accuracy was a dismal 61%. It was just confidently making stuff up. But after they built this brain, the shared language, using the exact same data and the exact same LLM, accuracy shot up to 94%. They didn't buy a new AI, they just finally made their existing one smart. Okay, so this sounds great, but you're probably thinking this must be some year-long, super complicated project. Well, it doesn't have to be. You can actually kickstart this whole thing with a focused 5-day sprint. Here's the game plan. Step 1, you make a list of all your critical business terms. Step 2, you go on a contradiction hunt. Find every single place where definitions clash. Step 3, you lock the business and data leads in a room until they agree on one definition for everything. That's your source of truth. Step 4, you encode that agreement into a simple file the machine can read. And finally, step 5, you wire it directly to your LLM. You give it the ground rules. Look, at the end of the day, this is the stuff nobody talks about on the main stage at those big conferences. It's the unsexy foundational work. But this is what decides whether your huge investment in AI is going to pay off or just become a very expensive write-off. You know, Nandan Nilekani really hit the nail on the head. He said, the era of writing code is over. The era of governing intelligence has begun. And that governance, that control, it all starts with building that shared language. And that's the one thing the big tech CEOs can't give you. Sam Altman can't sell you this. Sundar Pichai can't give it to you. No foundation model from Google or OpenAI has any idea what an eligible beneficiary means for your specific government scheme, or what an active vendor is in your workflow. That shared, unspoken context, that has to come from inside your own walls. So I want to leave you with a challenge, and this is for every leader out there. Think about your single most critical AI project right now. Could you walk up to a whiteboard and, in just 15 minutes, draw the ontology for it? Could you map out the key concepts and all the rules connecting them? Because if you can't, here's the hard truth. You're not deploying an expert intelligence. You're deploying a confident stranger, someone who's read every single one of your documents but understands absolutely nothing about what they mean. And trust me, that is a very, very expensive stranger to have on the payroll.